Have you ever noticed how some of the blouses you wore when you were younger just don't look good anymore after you turn 50? Well, there's an explanation for that, and today I'm going to show you exactly which 7 blouses you need to stop wearing right now, and more importantly, what to wear instead to look much more elegant and confident. What happens is that our bodies change over time. Our skin takes on new characteristics, and our posture also changes. That's why that blouse that was perfect when you were 30 could be completely sabotaging your look when you're 50. Many women continue to wear the same pieces for years without realizing that they are aging their appearance unnecessarily. If you don't know which tops to avoid, you could end up looking older than you actually are, losing all the natural elegance that comes with maturity. But when you discover the secrets I'm going to share with you today, you'll be able to create looks that enhance your current beauty and make you feel radiant every day. Stay until the end because I'm going to reveal the #1 blouse that every woman over 50 should have in her wardrobe, but that most women don't even realize exists. Blouse 1. Blouses with very high and tight collars. The first blouse you need to avoid after 50 is one with a very high, tight collar. Do you know why? As we age, the skin on our neck naturally loses elasticity and firmness. When we wear very high, tight collars, we create a contrast that draws attention to this area, highlighting changes that we would rather hide. Additionally, collars that are too tight can create creases and marks on your skin, making you look uncomfortable. They also tend to visually shorten your neck, which is not flattering for mature women. The result is a look that looks forced and unnatural. The solution is to opt for more open and soft necklines. A discreet V-neck, for example, elongates the neck and creates an elegant vertical line. Looser collars, such as boat necks or round necklines that are not too closed, are also excellent options. They allow the skin to breathe and create a more fluid and natural look. When you make this change, you'll immediately notice how much more comfortable and confident you feel. The right neckline will enhance your cleavage in a subtle and sophisticated way without looking too flashy. It's a simple change that can make all the difference to your overall look. Blouse 2. Blouses with very small prints. The second blouse you should avoid is one with very small, tiny prints. These tiny prints, such as tiny flowers or very small polka dots, can create an aging visual effect. They make the eye wander and fail to enhance your figure properly. The problem with very small prints is that they create a visual texture that can look dated. Additionally, when the print is too small, it tends to blend together and create a confusing effect, especially if you have more pronounced curves. The result is a look that looks outdated and unmodern. The ideal is to choose medium-sized prints or even larger prints, depending on your body type. Simple geometric prints, wider stripes or floral prints in the right size look much more elegant. The secret is to find the balance between an interesting print and a sophisticated look. When you opt for well-sized prints, your look gains personality without losing elegance. A well-chosen print can even disguise small imperfections and highlight your strengths. It's incredible how this simple change can completely modernize your wardrobe. Blouse 3. Very loose and informal blouses. The third blouse you need to rethink is one that is too loose and shapeless. Many women think that after 50, they need to hide their body with clothes that are too loose. This is a big mistake because these blouses actually add volume where there shouldn't be any and create a shapeless silhouette. Tops that are too loose can make you look bigger than you actually are. They hide your natural waist and eliminate any definition in your body. The result is a sloppy look that doesn't flatter your figure at all. Plus, clothes that are too loose can make you look sloppy, even when you're dressed up. The alternative is to choose blouses that fit your body shape. They don't have to be tight, but they should have some definition. Blouses that slightly accentuate the waist, whether with a subtle tie or a more structured cut, are much more elegant. The important thing is to create a harmonious silhouette. Try tops that follow your natural shape without being too tight. They will enhance your curves in a sophisticated way and create a much more polished look. You'll be surprised how much more confident you feel when your clothes work with your body, not against it. Before we move on to the next tops, you should avoid. If this video is helping you figure out how to dress better after 50, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any stylish tips. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing where my dear followers are. Blouse. 4. Blouses with very deep necklines. The fourth blouse that deserves special attention is one with a very deep or exaggerated neckline. Although necklines are elegant, when they are too deep, they can create an inappropriate look for mature women. The goal is not to completely hide the cleavage, but rather to highlight it in a sophisticated and appropriate way. Necklines that are too deep can draw too much attention and take away from your natural elegance. They can also make you feel uncomfortable during the day, making you constantly worry that you're showing too much. This affects your posture and confidence, two key factors in looking flawless. The secret is balance. A moderate V neckline, which only shows a discrete part of the cleavage, is much more elegant. Square or round necklines are also great options, as they enhance the figure without exaggerating. The important thing is that you feel comfortable and confident. When you find the perfect neckline for you, you can create looks that are both sophisticated and appropriate for any occasion. It's all about finding your personal style and sticking to it. True elegance is always just the right amount, never too much. Blouse 5. Blouses with excessive ruffles. The fifth blouse you should avoid is one with lots of ruffles, gathers, and exaggerated details. While feminine details are beautiful, when they are excessive, they can create a childish or old-fashioned look on mature women. Too many ruffles add unnecessary bulk and can make you look older than you actually are. Too many ruffles can also create a confusing visual effect, where the eye doesn't know where to focus. This is especially problematic if you have a larger bust, as ruffles can add even more volume to that area. The result is an unbalanced and unflattering look. The solution is to opt for blouses with more subtle and sophisticated details. A discreet ruffle on the collar or sleeves can be charming, but always in moderation. Opt for blouses with cleaner lines and details that add elegance without being over the top, such as small pleats or soft drapes. When you choose pieces with just the right amount of detail, you can achieve a look that's feminine without being over the top. It's this balance that makes all the difference between a sophisticated look and one that feels fanciful. Mature elegance calls for refined simplicity. Blouse 6. Very shiny fabric blouses. The sixth blouse that deserves caution is one made from very shiny fabrics or with a lot of artificial shine. Fabrics that reflect a lot of light may not be the most flattering for mature skin, as they tend to highlight imperfections and create reflections that do not enhance the face. Too much sparkle can also give an artificial look, making you look like you're trying to draw attention to yourself. Additionally, these fabrics are often less comfortable and can create a look that seems more suited to evening wear than everyday wear. The alternative is to choose fabrics with interesting textures, but with a subtle or natural shine. Fabrics such as silk, quality cotton, linen, and fine knits have a much more elegant drape. They enhance without exaggerating and create a sophisticated look for any time of day. Invest in pieces made from fabrics that age well and hold their shape. When you opt for quality over artificial shine, your look gains a natural sophistication that is much more elegant. It's the difference between looking put together and looking truly elegant. Blouse 7. Blouses with very faded colors. The seventh and final blouse you should reconsider is one in very dull, lifeless colors. Many women think that after 50, they should only wear neutral, dull colors. This is a myth that could be making your look dull and old. Colors that are too dull can make you disappear in a crowd and don't flatter your skin tone. They can also create a dull, personality-less look. The problem isn't the neutral colors themselves, but rather the ones that lack life and energy. The secret is to choose colors that flatter your skin tone and bring light to your face. Bright, cheerful colors, when chosen well, can be much more rejuvenating than dull tones. The important thing is to find colors that make your eyes shine and your skin look healthier. Try colors like royal blue, elegant red, emerald green, or even a bold pink. You'll be amazed at how the right colors can completely transform your look. Don't be afraid to be a little bold. Maturity calls for colors that reflect your vibrant personality. Now you know exactly which 7 blouses could be sabotaging your look after 50. Remember, collars that are too high or tight, tiny prints, models that are too wide, exaggerated necklines, excessive ruffles, fabrics that are too shiny, and colors that are too dull. Each of these choices could be making you look older or less elegant than you really are. The good news is that you now have the knowledge to make much better choices. When you swap these tops for the alternatives I've shown you, your look will completely transform. You'll look more elegant, more confident, and definitely younger. And best of all, you'll still be yourself, just a more sophisticated version. Remember that elegance has no age, but it needs to adapt to each stage of life. In your 50s and beyond, you have the wisdom and experience to make choices that truly enhance who you are. Use this to your advantage and create a wardrobe that reflects your mature and sophisticated personality. Now tell me, which of these blouses do you still have in your wardrobe, and which tip made the most sense to you? Share your experience in the comments. I love talking to you about elegance and style.